Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I wanted to share some of my favorite products that I love for my sensitive, reactive skin that is somewhat acne prone even though I'm in my mid-40s. I find that as I get older, my skin gets more and more sensitive. Now there is no clear definition of clean beauty. It's really obscure. Just because a product is natural doesn't mean it's good for you. And some artificial ingredients have been labeled as bad when in fact they're really not. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole with all of that. You have to decide for yourself how you define clean beauty, but I've been asked to share some clean beauty products here on my channel that I enjoy, so I wanted to do that today. All of these are really great for my sensitive skin. I have various price points here, and I did research each of these products on the big clean beauty websites just to verify that they are labeled as clean. I'll list those websites down in the description box along with all the products that I'm using and wearing down below. Big thank you to Daily Harvest for sponsoring today's video. I have been a Daily Harvest customer for well over a year now. I talk in a lot of my videos about feeling beautiful and good on the inside as well as the outside, and it really fits into this clean beauty video really well. So let's go ahead and get into these fantastic clean beauty products that I really love. Before I get started, if you enjoy everyday beauty made easy, that's what my channel is all about. So if you enjoy what you see today and you're not subscribed, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button before the end of this video and become part of the family. I'm going to start with the primer that I have on today. This is the number 7 Airbrush Away Pore Minimizing Primer. This is a drugstore primer that not only has a great price point, but it also functions really well. A lot of pore minimizing primers, because of the nature of what they do, they fill in the pores, they have a thick, pasty consistency, which some people love and some people, like myself, don't really love. I find that those types of primers typically do a great job of filling in the pores, but oftentimes when you put makeup on top, it doesn't wear really well. It can sometimes be tricky to apply, and most of the time they do very little to control the shine in my T-zone. So I have oily combination skin, but I do have some dehydrated areas that can get a little flaky around the perimeter of my face. I have kind of tricky skin. This primer has a very light consistency. It's kind of lotiony. It sinks right into the skin. It doesn't have that pasty consistency, but it still does a great job at evening out the pores, smoothing the skin. I don't feel it like I feel a lot of pore minimizing primers. It helps my makeup adhere really well and look great throughout the day. And I don't notice that I get shiny fast with it either. It's a really great drugstore primer, and my sensitive skin just does really, really well with it. So this primer came to mind for this video pretty much immediately. I have 2 foundations I wanted to share with you in today's video. The first is the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick. If you've watched my videos, or any of my foundation videos in particular, you probably know how picky I am with stick foundations. I would say the majority of them I really don't like. Milk Makeup is a clean beauty brand, and I was really excited that this did work well for my skin, not just for sensitivity reasons, but because it's a stick foundation. I find sometimes they don't apply easily, or during the day they will wear away very unevenly or just slide off my face. Sometimes they emphasize dry areas I didn't even know I had. It's just really tricky for me with stick foundations. This is one that applies really beautifully. It doesn't make me overly shiny during the day. It doesn't catch on dry patches. In a nutshell, I think this looks nice on my skin. It feels nice. It wears nicely throughout the day, and it treats my skin nicely as well. And that is pretty much what I look for, and it's got good ingredients in it too. I really like having a good, reliable stick foundation on hand. It's quick and easy to apply, and it's really portable for travel too. As is a powder foundation. I don't think people really think about Wander Beauty as much as they should. It is also carried at Sephora like a lot of these brands. And this powder foundation from Wander Beauty, this is actually called the Wanderlust Powder Foundation. It's one of my favorites. It sits beautifully and naturally on the skin. It's got almost a creamy, powdery consistency. It applies beautifully. It wears beautifully throughout the day. Powder foundations are also pretty tricky for my oily oily combination skin, I do a lot better as far as longevity throughout the day with liquid foundations. And this is a powder foundation that stays on my skin and it stays looking nice throughout the day. I do have to wear a primer underneath pretty much all of my powder foundations just to keep the shine away, but I don't get too oily in my T-zone with this. I don't look too powdery when I wear this. For all of you dry skin people, I think this would be a great option as well. This is a product I reach for regularly for a reason. It's just a really beautiful product. Another product I reach for regularly that I've talked about a lot here on my channel is the Bare Pro Concealer Stick from Bare Minerals. I have this in 2 shades because I use a deeper shade on my face than I use under my eyes. Most of the concealers that I have in my concealer arsenal are liquid concealers. This is the rare stick concealer that I find to be incredibly creamy and to wear really well on my textured dry under eyes, which is a stark contrast to my oily combination skin. I will have my shades listed down below, by the way, for all these products. My favorite way to apply this is taking my finger on the stick and then rubbing my fingers together and then dabbing it under my eyes. I just find the warmth of my fingers just makes this extra creamy and it blends out very easily. This is also supposed to be waterproof. It looks beautiful. It wears beautifully. This is one of my favorite concealers. It constantly ends up in my best concealer list for a reason. If you've been hesitant about stick concealers because you're afraid they might be dry, don't write this one off. It really is a beautiful, beautiful product. As I get a little bit older, I find that in order for me to feel good and energetic and sleep better, it is essential that I eat healthy, nutritious foods. And when I'm eating well, I also notice a huge difference in my skin. It stays clearer and I'm also less bloated and puffy. And in several of my videos, I've talked about feeling good on the inside and out, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, taking supplements if you feel like you need them, and eating the right foods. And I feel like everybody has good intentions, but things don't always work out that way. I work from home. I can get stuck in food ruts really easily, especially for lunch, eating the same things like sandwiches or just making really bad choices. So I started ordering from Daily Harvest a little bit more than a year ago to kind of give me a variety. I am busy, and because their food is quick and easy to prepare, it fits into my lifestyle very easily. My freezer stays stocked with a wide variety of clean and delicious food that's made from real organic fruits and vegetables. Everything is gluten-free, dairy-free, and plant-based without artificial anything like fillers, refined sugars, or preservatives. Daily Harvest doesn't just have smoothies. They have flatbreads, harvest bowls, soups, sweet treats. They have over 85 truly delicious options to choose from. It can be really hard and time-consuming to eat healthy on a consistent basis, and it was exactly what I was looking for so that I would have healthy choices at hand for my day-to-day life that would help me feel my best both inside and out. And because I always have Daily Harvest food stocked in my freezer, eating clean and healthy not only tastes good, it's also finally easy and convenient. And if you are interested in saving $25 off your first box, I do have my code STEPHANIEMARIE and a link down below in the description box along with everything else in this video listed and linked for you. I have a couple of cream bronzer options that I love. I've talked about a lot here on my channel, but today I used a powder bronzer from Thrive Cosmetics that I think it looks really good. I haven't used this in a while. I kind of forgot about it. And when I was planning this video, I thought, wow, what a perfect time to use it. This is the Sun Chaser Bronzer from Thrive Cosmetics. I know a lot of you really like Thrive. This works great for my sensitive skin and it lasts all day. It's a really beautiful product. It gives off great pigment as well. I want to say they have 4 shades to choose from too. So this is what I used today. I think it came out really beautifully. It's a nice subtle kind of glowy look. So the first cream option is a stick. It is from Milk Makeup. It is their stick bronzer in the shade Baked. I've talked about this on my channel quite a bit. It applies to the skin so beautifully and blends out easily. It's great for those days when you just want to swipe something on and blend it out and go. Now, this was not a product that I could verify, but the Sea Breezy products from Tarte are supposed to be clean, and I can verify that this does work for my sensitive skin really well. This is a holy grail bronzer for me. This is the Sea Breezy bronzer. I can't stop talking about. I think it's fantastic. So if you like to dip your brush in a product and apply it to your face, this is a great option. Now the blush I have on today, which is more vibrant in person, it's a little washed out with all of these lights that I have to have in my temporary filming space. This is the Tower 28 Beach Please blush in the shade Rush Hour. I'm kind of in love with the consistency of these. At first I thought they were so thick and pigmented that they were going to give me clown cheeks and they were going to lift the makeup underneath. I have applied these directly over foundation. I've applied them over powder. They apply beautifully. They do not lift the makeup underneath and they blend out so easily and seamlessly. They don't give clown cheeks at all. They give a beautiful glow. They wear beautifully throughout the day. I love these. I thought these were being overhyped. They're not. This is a great clean beauty option. It works great for my sensitive skin. I went drugstore with my powder today. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh powder. I have it in the shade 120 Fair. The translucent shade that they have is pure white, and I felt like this would give me the same translucent effect but not be completely white. I really do love the way this sets my makeup, and it doesn't make it completely matte. It just gives it a beautiful soft finish. It's pretty undetectable on the skin. Works beautifully for my sensitive skin. This has been a pretty new discovery for me that I am loving. I actually think it would be great for any skin type, and it works really well for a touch-up powder, a blotting type powder during the day too. My blotting powder that I typically carry with me during the day is the Fenty Invisimatte Universal Powder. You can also set with this if you're wanting to really mattify, but when I did some research, I found out this is considered a clean beauty product. This is a translucent kind of whitish powder, but it's very, very sheer. So if you have this, or you were, maybe worried about it not being great for your sensitive skin, it really works well for my sensitive skin. I've been using it for a long time now, but I wanted to put it in this video because it is considered a clean product and it works really, really great for a blotting powder. The palette that I have on today is from Wander Beauty. Again, highly underrated. This is the Wanderess palette. It's great for spring and summer. I mean, look at the cover. The shades in it just give that vacation vibe. I mean, you could wear it any time of year. I love lining my lower lash line with that blue. I just kind of went with a terracotta look overall, just that kind of beachy vibe, I guess, today. And then I lined my lower lash line with that blue shimmer shade. I don't think it looks over the top at all. This, in my opinion, is an underrated palette from an underrated brand, but I had to share it in today's video because I just think it's stunning. The eyeliner I used today is budge proof and waterproof. It's a really great formula from Thrive. It is their Infinity waterproof eyeliner. The shade that I used is this bronzy tone that I just think kind of goes with everything. It's called Naily. There's also a smudger and a sharpener included, which is an additional bonus, especially when you have a retractable liner. I always like to have a sharpener in there. This is a fantastic eyeliner that I use behind the scenes a lot and I haven't talked about here on my channel in a long time. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Definer Lip Liner. This glides on very smoothly. It does kind of fill in your vertical lip lines. It also helps your lipstick adhere a little bit longer. This is a great formula of lip liner that I really enjoy. I mean, I would enjoy it whether it was clean or not, but for those of you who do want something that is clean, this is a great option for a lip liner. I also really love this shade, which is Pink Sand. I've spoken a few times about how I feel like the Bare Minerals Hydra Smoothing lipsticks are underrated. Today I have on the shade Focus, but I do have about 5 or 6 shades of this lipstick formula. I love it because it's kind of a soft matte, but it's still got a creaminess to it and it lasts a decent time on the lips. So if you're someone who doesn't really love liquid lipsticks, but you want something in bullet form that's going to feel good but not wear off really quickly, this gives you that. My lips never feel dry with it. They always feel good. I feel like it's flattering, and yet it does give me kind of a semi-matte look, and the shades are really flattering in this line as well. I had some incredible favorites in the month of April, so if you haven't seen my April favorites and fails video, I'll have it linked here for you. I'd love to hear your clean beauty favorites, or just favorites in general for your sensitive skin. Leave those in the comments down below and I'll check those out. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.